Now this is a really good time to be a fan of Marvel movies. Now with the deal with Fox and Disney about to take place, there's a lot of speculations on what could potentially happen with the future of both the MCU as well as all the other Fox films. And although the MCU already has a total of 20 films under their belts that they're going to release after Avengers 4, now that they're about to gain all of Fox's assets such as X-Men, Deadpool and Fantastic Four, chances are these films will be reshuffling the future of the MCU. Now recently I've already made a video on the 20 potential MCU films that could happen after Avengers 4 and I still stand by my predictions. But given how there's going to be so much more coming from Fox's brands, I thought to myself, you know what, let's do a part 2 of sorts and predict all of the Fox related MCU films that could possibly happen within the next 10 years. Now first of all, I want to talk about Deadpool 3, which from the sounds of things seems like it's still going to happen. Now a lot of people have been really concerned about Deadpool's future, because now that Deadpool is about to fall under Disney's grasp, people are thinking the worst and that Deadpool is going to be PG-13 and that Disney is about to ruin Deadpool, and it's really not going to happen. Disney is fully aware on how successful Deadpool really is, both financially and critically, so they really don't want to alter it all too much. If anything, the most they really want is to include Deadpool into the MCU somehow. And because of how fresh Deadpool really is, chances are Disney would want to continue Deadpool even after he's finished with his trilogy. And speaking of Deadpool, the next logical way into expanding his universe is by doing a Cable solo movie. Now Josh Brolin is still under contract in doing at least 3 other movies after Deadpool 2. And chances are Cable will already make an appearance in Deadpool 3 as well as X-Force. And for a character like Cable, I can totally see him hold his very own movie. And maybe, just maybe, that Cable could hold his very own franchise. But that all depends on how successful Cable really is. And speaking of X-Force, I still believe that this film can still be salvaged, despite how many people believe that most of the spin-off films from Fox are about to be cancelled. Although truth be told, this mostly depends on the success of Deadpool 2 as well as his potential sequels and spin-offs. But given how everything Deadpool touches turns into gold, I can totally see X-Force being safe. And then coming out of X-Force, we will inevitably get a new X-Men reboot. And there's no two ways about it, the X-Men will totally have a trilogy of its own. Disney and Fox are totally aware on how big of a brand X-Men really is, and let's be honest, the core X-Men films really need a shake-up. Now I might be in a very small minority when I say this, but I would want this new X-Men reboot to be completely Wolverine free. Or at the very least have this first trilogy to be Wolverine free. Because what I really want out of this new X-Men reboot is to have the rest of the characters shine. And in more or less every X-Men film that he's in, Wolverine overshadows everyone else. And hell, Wolverine isn't even an original X-Men. And he didn't even join the team until way later on in the X-Men's career. So instead, I would want Wolverine to have his own trilogy, because there's plenty of stories to choose from with Wolverine and he could hold his very own trilogy, which is evident in his last trilogy. And then maybe bring Wolverine into the X-Men in maybe part 3 at the earliest. And sure, I would still want Disney to keep Wolverine down after Logan, but given how all of these films will probably take place within the next 10 years, just give Wolverine a 5-year gap to breathe and then just introduce him there. Next we get to the Fantastic Four, and everyone knows this at this point, they need yet another reboot. And in my opinion, I feel like Disney should just incorporate the Fantastic Four into the MCU before anything else. Because for one, the Fantastic Four is the perfect gateway between the core MCU as well as the cosmic side. But not only that, the Fantastic Four have a wide variety of characters that are a must-have in introducing into the MCU. Especially if the future MCU is going to be more cosmic. And speaking of cosmic, it is inevitable that you would want to do a Silver Surfer film. Many fans like myself have been clamoring for this film for so many years at this point, and even Fox have tried so many times. The Silver Surfer is a popular character, and now that he's about to be in the MCU, he can explore the cosmic side of Marvel ever so more. And hell, maybe even the Silver Surfer can do what the Guardians did with Thanos by introducing Galactus as the next big bad. Because at this point the return of Galactus is inevitable. And in terms of the spin-off films that Fox are trying to do, I would still want them to carry on with Doctor Doom. Now I know that there have been some mumblings in that all the spin-off films that Fox have been working on will be cancelled thanks to this deal with Disney, but I can't stress this enough, keep this project going. Doctor Doom has a very beautiful origin story, and not only that, he could be the next big villain after Loki. We're starting to get more supervillain films, so why not start with Doctor Doom, aka the biggest Marvel villain of all time. And while you're at it, do a Magneto movie as well, because much like Doctor Doom, Magneto is up there as one of the most popular comic book villains of all time. And there's so much stuff you can do with this character as well, and it would be such a huge shame if they don't even do a solo movie based on Magneto. And so for a little recap, here's all of the potential MCU Fox films that could potentially happen within the next 10 years, or rather what I would want to see. We have Deadpool 3, Cable, X-Force, the X-Men reboot trilogy, a reboot Wolverine trilogy, a reboot Fantastic Four trilogy, a Silver Surfer spin-off film, a Doctor Doom spin-off film, and finally a Magneto spin-off film. And if you add all of these films in total, then you would have at least 15 films that Marvel could produce with Fox within the next 10 years, alongside the other 20 films that the MCU were currently planning anyway, before this deal with Fox even took place. And as a little bonus, why not bring in Avengers vs X-Men to the mix as well? That film could milk more money than Infinity War. So what do you think of my sort of prediction slash wish list on the potential MCU Fox films? And which films would you like to see Marvel and Fox eventually do in the future together? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.